Hey folks, Leo here once again. Welcome back to another review. If you're new to my channel, again, hey, my name is Leo McNally. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and please share my channel. I do appreciate it. Now, getting on to the video. If you're new to the channel, once again, welcome. Sorry. I'm doing a superhero marathon on my channel. I just reviewed Tank Girl, starring Laura Petty. That is on my channel right now if you want to check that out. And if you guys want to share my videos, I do appreciate it. Please share the support. I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate people watching, even though I know the audio sucks. I know, guys, I do want to get better audio one day for my videos. I'm working on that. And I love doing this. I love reviewing movies and stuff. Now, on to the next super reviews. Like I said, I've been on today for super reviews. We've been on movies that were released 1995. I've been doing the 90s superhero movies, which is from 1990 to 1999. And we're on the year 1995. Now, I've already talked about two superhero movies before. We'll make it three. I did review Darkman 2, Return of the Rand, and Batman Forever. Those won't be reviewed today at all, but no, I reviewed those. And Tank Girl. It's just two more to go. And this film, I didn't grow up really with this franchise, but it's about 30 years since it's been around, but it is, not this movie, but the show, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but this is, since it's a superhero film, it counts. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, which I thought this was a fun, cheesy movie. It's fun, it's cheesy. Power Rangers, I did have a friend from school, from elementary school. I knew him for a long time. He sadly passed away back in 2021. I wish, maybe I could have had more conversations with the guy. Last time I saw him, it was in a movie theater when he was seeing, it was Transformers Age of Extinction. Yeah, I saw him, but I didn't say nothing to him. I should have. But he was a guy that I think was a big fan of Power Rangers, and this is for him. I think I'm friends with his brother on Facebook. I'll say rest in peace, buddy. His name was Blake. I don't want to give out his name. I don't want to disrespect the family or anything, but all I remember is Blake was a good guy. He was a good friend, and I think I remember because I got to know Power Rangers from him actually because I think when I was in elementary school, we would watch when we were kids. We would watch Power Rangers a little bit, so I do have that and started filming for that. But I do remember him being a huge fan of Power Rangers. So Blake, this will be for you. Be for you, buddy. Anyway, I didn't really grow up Power Rangers. I'm not the biggest Power Rangers fan, but I did enjoy this movie, even though I'm not a diehard Power Rangers fan. And hey, some people are. That's fine if you are. I'm not here to tell you what you can and can't like. Because I respect people's opinions. That's what it's about. It's all subjective. It doesn't matter what you grew up watching. If you still enjoy it, you still enjoy it. If you don't, you don't. Okay, that's fine. Different opinions make this world a better place. Everybody grew up watching a movie or a TV show, not just either Ninja Turtles or Power Rangers. And if you love it, that's fine. I think I would love Ninja Turtles more, but I do love this movie. I think this movie was really good. It was a lot of fun to watch. The other two Power Rangers movies, the Turbo sucked. I remember from 2017 from one, it was alright. But this is part of the only Power Rangers movies that actually matters, in my opinion. But other than that, let's get into it, shall we? Now, Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and there's been tons of Power Rangers shows. There's one Power Ranger show I grew up with it. I forget what it was called. Power Rangers SPD, I think it's called. Yeah, I grew up watching that one a little bit. That was probably my favorite one. But of course, it was from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And I think this show came out in 1993. That was when I was born, so about 30 years. Yeah, 30 years ago nearly. Well, 31 this year, when it is August. Now, some of the characters are not in here, so we have different actors a little bit. Basically, you had a business trip to Japan from him, just reading quickly just reading about Rangers. I guess this idea was from, for Savannah, I forget what you call it, but it was TV commercials like for kids, I guess, something like that. Anyway, they call this thing Galaxy Rangers. Eventually, it was something that was made for kids, a younger audience, which Power Rangers before it was successful, so it therefore became a show. Amy Jo Johnson was cast. She's lovely. And David Yost, they were former competitive gymnasts. I don't know. Austin St. John was, I think he played the Red Ranger. Yeah. But he was not in this movie. The series was shot on location in Santa Angeles, California. The Power Rangers was like, came from commercials. I'm betting it came from TV, from toys on TV they had. Someone said, hey, I have an idea. Let's make a show about Power Rangers. And this is where it came to be. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. I don't know the full history of Power Rangers, but if anyone wants to tell me in the comments down below, I appreciate it. I'm not going to sit down with this entire video, but I guess it was successful enough that they, you know, because yeah, it was the 90s. Power Rangers were selling. The show was making money. This film was released in between the second and third seasons of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But it's intimate with Season 3, which provides a different explanation for the Rangers gaining their ninja powers and ninja swords. They're set in different communities. Filming took place in around Bumble County, Sydney, and Queensland, Australia. The film was released on June 30th, 1995, and grossed $66.3 million worldwide. It received mixed reviews from critics. The critics praised action sequences and performances, but felt that the film was nothing more than longer than an episode of the series, with better special effects. Claiming that the plot and screenplay is the main faults. The soundtrack, the music score was actually by Graham Reville. Like I mentioned him a couple times. Like I said, he's done music score for other superhero movies as well. Like The Crow from Brandon Lee, Tangle, this movie, The Crow, City of Angels. He did the music for Spawn, and of course Daredevil. Yeah. You do have the Go-Go Power Rangers song. You got 12 tracks on there, and of course some songs out of the movies that I like. The film was released on June 30th, 1995 by 20th Century Fox. For the marketing, well, the film was released on VHS and Laserdisc in late 1995, and a double feature with Turbo Power Rangers, a movie which I've seen that movie, yeah, that sucked. And the DVD I have, there is a feature, a little short making of the movie, and the trailer for the movie. It was announced that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie will be released on Blu-ray. If I get this from Blu-ray, I definitely would. Shadow Vader released a standalone Blu-ray disc on June 4th, 2019. You had a video game for the movie. Like I said, the movie had a bit of marketing. McDonald's had commercials for the movie. They had toys selling for Power Rangers. They had like Jello for Power Rangers. They also had a video game which I heard about. On Super NES, Genesis, and Game Boy and Game Gear. Yeah, for the movie. Yeah. It's a side-scrolling action game. The game can be played by 1 or 2 players with 6 available characters. Billy and Kimberly returned from the previous game along with the addition of Tommy and the White Ranger to appearing as Green Ranger. And these 3 new rookie Rangers, Rookie, Adam, and Asia, replace Jason, Zack, and Trini from the original. The player begins each stage as her own character displaying persona. The player can also morphing meter. The Genesis version is also a beat-em-up game. Rangers themselves and their swords, depending on level, consists of 6 stages. I guess you can play. The game contains a total of 9 Rangers: Adam, Kimberly, Billy, Asia, Rocky, Zack, Trina, and Jason. Where you can play them and they can get into fights and stuff. It's just being a bad guys and stuff. And I'm presuming you facing Ivan, who's his crew, his men. His minions. But I've never played it before, I just wanted to bring it up in the review. And for the cast, you have Karen Ashley as Agent Campbell, the Yellow Ranger. From what I heard, she replaced another lady that, She replaced the young Tai Tang, who she was the original Yellow Ranger in the show. From what I heard, she died in a car crash. When I looked it up, she died in a car crash at the age of 27. Wow, that's so sad to hear. Yeah. But she was good in the movie. John Posh is Adam Park, the Black Ranger. But he was good. I believe there was a black guy in that one. I guess Walter M. Jones. I don't know. Maybe I don't know any stuff. I said I'm a Power Rangers fan. Steve Curtis that plays Rocky. I do think I also say John probably would have been a lot better, but I guess he chose not to play it. Rocky, wasn't a big fan of this character. Jason David Frank, of course, comes back as Tommy Oliver, the White Ranger. I heard that his character was originally the Green Ranger, but they changed him from that. I don't know the history there, but I know, rest in peace, Jason David Frank. He committed suicide, I heard. Then somebody made I remember somebody making a hoax about it, and then it actually really did happen. Yeah, it's just, yeah. And Amy Jo Johnson, oh, she's gorgeous. My friend John Venture, he said, I think he actually met her at a Comic-Con. But she's great, she's cute, you know. Let's keep with her, she's the Pink Ranger. David Yost as Billy Cranston, the Blue Ranger. Here's another Power Ranger shows too. You know, nope, just Power Rangers. Paul Schrader as Francis Bulk, Jason Navi as Skull. I guess they played in the show and in the movies too. Paul Freeman as Ivan Ooze. Paul Freeman, let's see. Oh my gosh, was that Bella from Raiders of the Lost Ark? I can't believe it, Bella. I can't recognize him, but really good makeup on him. Really great actor. 81 years old now, but he was good. Yeah. Gabriel Fissenbeck as Tequila, I can't say it anymore, I'm sorry, not Tequila, but Gabriel Fitzbeck, Nicholas Bell as Zordon. Zord was the one that, was responsible for creating the Rangers. He had a battle with Rita Repulsa. And you have Alpha 5. Character from the show that, of course, is in this movie. You have Julia Cortez as Rita Repulsa, Jamie Cortez as Fred Kilman, Peter McCoy as Mr. Kilman, Paul Reed as Robert Simber as Construction Workers. Ken Magney as Golder, Robert Mann as Zordon, Robert Alexander as Lord Zed, Richard Wood as Alpha 5, the voice. Barbara Wilson as the Rita Repulsa, voice. But the movie is directed by Brian Spicer. He's also a television director. I guess this is the only movie that he directed. Screenplays by Arnie Olson, stories by John Campson. Arnie Olson. It's based on a single Ninja, I can't really say it. By the Steel Company of Power Rangers, of course. It was cinematographed by Paul Murphy, it's edited by Wayne Worman, music is by Graham Reville, distributed by 20th Century Fox. It was released June 30th, 1995, and here in the U.S. It's 96 minutes long. Budget was $15 million, and the box office made $66.4 million worldwide. So I guess it was a modest success. I wouldn't say it's a complete flop, no. But of course, the film did have competition that year because you had Apollo 13, Pocahontas, and of course, another big superhero movie, Batman Forever, which probably Batman Forever strung this movie down because Batman Forever came out the same month. Batman Forever came out on June 16th of that year. So as you can imagine, Batman Forever probably had a big marketing tool, and it was Batman, so and it was the third Batman movie, so and they were changing it up. Yeah, so that made more money. So it did have competition that year. Probably did affect his box office, but it wasn't completely flop because the film did get a sequel, even though that sequel was shit. But anyway, we had a Turbo Power Rangers movie probably another time. For the plot of the movie, is that after a construction crew accidentally cracks open a gigantic egg that has imprisoned an evil maniac named Ivan Ooze, played by Paul Freeman, for centuries, for about 6,000 years. And the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers prepare to face their most formidable foe yet. The vengeful Ooze kills the elderly mentor Zordon, and within him the source of the Rangers' power. Stunned by a sword on his death, the Rangers struggle to contain Ooze without the help of his swords, their abilities. The giant medical robots they have grown to depend upon in battle. So, it's Morphin time. Let's get into it. Yep, that's the plot in a nutshell for you. And of course, the Rangers, they have to go find greater power. They have to. It says here they have to learn the true power of Ninjutsu. Secrets of the ancient Magenta, and they have to get their powers right and learn the true meaning of being a Power Ranger, and of course have to defeat Ivan Ooze, who plans to take over the world completely, and of course kill the parents in Angel Grove, and they have to save the day and stop him and defeat Ivan Ooze for good. So there's a plot for you. The film begins. The film pretty much starts off with Angel Grove holding a charity. It's a charity carnival for the local observers. So they're doing for the charity. They're skydiving, which is fine. I thought the skydiving was fun. Skull and Bolt, Bolt and Skull are in. They're going to do it, but they're scared and they're like, guys. Amy's like, Kimberly's like, you might want to not forget your parachutes. But so they jump. Kimberly's the last one to jump. It's like, see you down there, guys, and they're all having fun rolling down. That was a fun scene to watch. Focus who were, I guess, too scared to do it, and they land in the construction site, which I thought was funny. They land down there. They have this kid, which I didn't mind this little kid in this movie. He's not annoying, right? Unlike the second kid. And they don't make him a Power Ranger either, which is fine. But he does help the Rangers out. But he does it without becoming a Power Ranger, which you don't need a little kid as a Power Ranger. That just doesn't work. But again, it does open with, us telling the story of Zoran, of his battle about 10,000 years ago, that he chose these 6 teenagers to be the Power Rangers to fight evil. Of course, they have to keep their identities as Power Rangers a secret. They impressed the young Fred, but Bolt was going to miss the landing. He said they landed on a construction site. Which was like, what are you doing here? He was like, we're in charge here running this camp. Alright, go up there, George, and check out whatever the guy's name was. They stumble upon a strange chamber containing a giant egg, like with a giant hand a giant hand holding the egg. And they're like, what was this? So they pull it out. They put it like caution tape on it. Nobody can touch it. Then you get the, Ranger, the teams, they're rollerblading to Ernie's, which is cool. The music, I like there. But it is nighttime. Well, no, this is before nighttime. You see Alpha 5 talking to Zoran. Zoran tells him, Alpha 5, contact the Rangers. Ivan Ooze is here. The Great Evil is coming to get the Rangers. So they're, skating. Eventually they get Tommy gets called. I think the Red Ranger was in charge, but since Austin St. John's not here no more, it's now Tommy, who is the White Ranger, that he's in charge now. And they get the call. Okay, I guess he does this like magic kind of thing, like to teleport them, through the sword. I don't know how to explain it. Again, I'm not a big Power Ranger fan, so I don't have that much experience with the Rangers that much. But he calls them, and tells them it's Ivan Ooze. About 6,000 years ago, young Rangers like yourself, they trapped him in the earth forever. Because he was dangerous, he was trying to take over the world. So Zoran says he has to be stopped, They trapped him inside a hopper-like chamber 6,000 years ago. It was the construction has just, discovered and let out. He fears for his return, so Zoran tells the Rangers to head to the chamber. That's where they go. But apparently, as the night falls on, eventually Lord Zed and Rita Pulse, I get villains from the show, they knock out the security guards. Lord Zed, gives them a shock, knocks them out, and they see this goo, and Ivan Ooze come back, and I just love Paul Freeman's look, you know, his performance. I think it's over the top and cheesy, but you can tell he's having fun. He's like, ladies and gentlemen, the user's back, baby! You know, he's like, and he's so handsome. Why, thank you. You know. And he's like, we need your help to give her his order. And he's like, you know, yes, I take it you know him. Yes, he trapped me here, even as Rangers many years, 6,000 years ago. And he's like, you know, I'll help you destroy him, you know. And they go, you know, back to their place or whatever. Not Zordon. Then Ivan gets like, smell the teenagers coming. And then they see, you know, how Owen got out. They come across a security guard, but it's, Ivan Ooze can, you know, transform himself or change himself to anything or anybody. And then, you know, they say, Ivan Ooze, like, yes, Rangers. And he pulls out. He's like, prepare to, you know, me and my Rangers, you know, they don't morph. I wish they would have morphed here, but instead they do fight with his minions that almost like him are his minions. They fight with them. Even some cheesy dialogue going on. Like, I like when Billy knocks down a guy and, you know, he punches him on the stomach and the chest, and there's this, it was like, and the line he says, you lose, you lose. It's like, that's disgusting. And they do say these cheesy one-liners throughout when they're fighting. Eventually, you know, there's more of them, so they, you know, do this backflip. And of course they do, it's Morphin time! You know. And I do like I'm not complaining, I do like the Power Ranger suits here. It's nice to look at. But apparently Ivan's crew just runs away. And I said, let's go to the gang, it could be Sharp. Yeah, right, it could be. And they, you know, go ahead and tunnel chase them down. Meanwhile, Ivan goes to Zordon, tell him, you know, you sent me there for you, and he, you know, even Alpha tries to like hit him, but to no success. And he like gives him shocks him real bad. He attacks Zordon, and then he kills Zordon. Puts Zordon in human form, but he needs to be like a bubblehead to survive. Without that, his hologram self, it'll kill him. But by the time they finish the Usman, Ivan's Usman, you just see the Rangers sneaking around like they're here somewhere. They're searching around. Tommy on his helmet, he's got a light, and Rocky has like, you know, red vision. I'm sorry, no, the light was on Aisha's, the big yellow Ranger. They're searching, and eventually, you know, they see him. They fight with him. Good fight. I do like that they have this claw, whatever they can like rope that they can use to climb to, you know, catch a bad guy. Tommy does this thing where he does like this kick, you know, which is a pretty cool kick, I thought. And, you know, Kimberly kicks one, I was like, you guys are disgusting, you know. And just more cheesy dialogue, I'm gonna have to read more comments, but it's fun dialogue to listen to and laugh at. But yeah, there's a few eventually they beat them up, they smash them to pieces. It's a good fight for a while. If you want some good Power Rangers action, you get that. And they said, now we're gonna go back to it, but eventually they lose their powers, the ships go away, and their power is to stop Ivan Ooze. Their powers vanish. They do go back to the command center. They see the destruction led by Ivan, and he was like, no, don't die on us, you know, please, don't die like the father was. A lot of people say she's bad, and I thought her acting was good. See how sad and emotion her face is, and you feel bad for Zordon. At least I felt bad for him. And the Rangers realize, you know, he tells them that they have to go, there is one way to defeat Ivan. Yeah. Alpha tells them of a great power on the distant planet called Phaedos that could save Zordon, but it would take great risk. They use the last of the power, the command center's power, to teleport themselves. You know, guys, Tommy says, guys, we're the Rangers, even without our suits. You know, we're still the Power Rangers. And they go up on this moon. Ivan Ooze returns to Lord Zed's palace. And Rita's angry at him for not destroying the Rangers, but he figures, I took their powers anyway, I don't need to worry about them. She's yelling at him, Rita's gone, he just shuts her mouth. And then, you know, Lord Zed tries to attack him, electrocute him, but he puts them in a bubble, and the Stone Globe is like, you two wanna, he's like, no, my lord, we'll follow you now. It's like, good. So Ivan can move on with his plans. Ivan then creates this army of warriors to find the Rangers, like Bird Ranger, like birds to go find to destroy them. The Rangers land on this planet, talk about what they're going to do, but eventually these birds come and they get into a fight with the birds. One of them almost kidnaps Kimberly, but she gets off and, there's a little more fight going on. They defeat them eventually. Take them out, they fly back to tell him about it. The Rangers get attacked by this, giant dinosaur that's made of bones. That is a pterodactyl, I think. Triceratops. It's almost chasing Kimberly down, almost attacks her. Aisha almost gets killed. Rocky and Adam are trying to jump on it, but it's not working. Eventually Tommy's able to jump on it, like you're riding a bull. He's like this, I got a bone to pick with you. Grabs it and destroys it. The bone off the Triceratops, his bone, takes off his head. Yeah, they really put him out of his own place, but okay, bad pun there. Then you have the woman, Dakula. At first, she doesn't know who the Rangers are. She attacks them and tells them, go away, go home. I don't need your help. Then she says, okay, I'll train you. Ivan establishes an abandoned factory as his personal lair. Uses his powers on it. He needs more manpower to get them up, so he disguises himself as a wizard, offering, hi, look at this, a bunch of ooze, gives the little kids. And the kid Fred, his dad, takes the ooze, touches it, and basically what happens is Ivan can control their minds, like mind control, get to the people who work for him. The kids are just playing around, just thinking they can have fun with the ooze and stuff, while the adults are doing all the construction work too. Yeah. It turns them to something like slaves. He even makes one guy do a dance, for him, which it was cheesy, but it was funny as well. Fred eventually finds that his father's gone missing and realizes that what Ivan is up to. He goes up to find him. He's his dad, and he listens to what Ivan is saying, what he's planning. The Rangers learn about Najitsu from Dakula. She can't travel with him. She can't go with him because she would, become ageless, and almost die. And for 5, it's Zordon. They see what's happening on TV, but Zordon, has to rest, save his energy. She gives them new powers, she gives them 6 ninjutsu animals. The red ape for Rocky, the black frog for Adam, the blue wolf for Billy, the yellow bear for Asia, the pink crane for Kimberly, and the white falcon for Tommy. I did mention they battled they did battle the dinosaur, because they had a bone to pick with him. Anyway, after that they fight these gatekeepers. One lands in the water. They fight them really good. This is over the top of Tommy. Does this jump. Which happens to do with this kick. There's some good martial arts in here. Entertaining fights enough. Allows them to morph into. Eventually they defeat it. They get the great powers bestowed upon them. And eventually they go back morphing again to the Power Rangers. They return to Earth. They go back to Earth. Ivan's tines are fully built, and he tells the Panic Smile Mind Control, now, you do a good job. Now go jump off the cliff and kill yourselves. And the kids have to say them. Fred has to get every kid to listen and tell them, look, our parents are in danger. We need to go save them now. You gotta believe me. And they do. And the Rangers realize what's going on. Listen, Ivan was busy, Tommy says, my Ranger says. And, they get into the resort owns of their animals. They call upon their ninja swords to battle the Titans. They destroy some of the Titans, and it's a pretty good, decent fight. I mean, it's silly. It's like a commercial for kids, basically. But like I said, this is more for kids. You know, that's what it's aimed for. But it's decent enough action. Not really big on the Zordons. I kind of like it more when the Rangers are fighting hand-to-hand combat a little more. That's just the way I prefer it. You know, these things are like, when I see these toys, these CGI toys come to life, the Zordons, it's like just commercials for little kids. But again, I'm not complaining. I know Power Rangers is meant for kids, but it's Power Rangers, so you know what you're in for when it's Power Rangers. But if I completely, you know, she's the correct, she tries to fly to Ivan, but Ivan, you know, shocks her, almost kills her. But they fly around for a bit, they defeat them, and Ivan is getting mad, so he goes to the body of one of them and has a fight with the Ranger, even the fight up to space. But they lure Ivan into space. They lure him to the battle of the Brian Comet, which Ivan proves hard to shake off. But eventually they break free. They're able to defeat Ivan, and it strikes him down, kills him. With Ivan's death, the adults are freed from his hypnosis and reunite with their children. The Rangers go back to the command center. They're told that he's died, but the Rangers won't. Well, until eventually Tommy knows anything about the great power of the Rangers, they form a circle around him. And I like the music about Grand Reveal, it's really good. And they would use the spirit of their great power of the ninjutsus, and it works. And he's brought back to life, and Zordon is very happy to see what they've done, that they're alright, everything. The command center goes back to normal. Ivan is defeated, they save the day, they save Zordon's life. And the movie ends with a celebration with Frizz saying, maybe I could be Ranger one day. Maybe the Yellow Ranger he could be, or no, he said, fuck, I forgot what the damn kid said, but yeah, this kid was good, I thought. He was not annoying, they didn't make him a Ranger, they didn't go that far with it. Yeah. Bulk and Skull get offended by a message thinking that Power Rangers is lit, even though they just had made fun of it. But they celebrate. You've got some nice music going on. It's like nighttime, and there's fireworks, and they celebrate their victory. Back in the land, Gladiator has taken the throne and claimed himself to be the new ruler, but it's short-lived. When Zed and Z return, I guess you can see they get out of the snow globe. They get out free. And they realize that on travel that they're probably going to be tortured, by Rita and Lord Zeb, Lord Zeta, and then the movie ends there. So anyway, and that's my own Power Rangers movie. I'm sorry if I don't know everything about it, but again, I didn't grow up with Power Rangers. I didn't grow up. This is my second time actually watching this movie. But hold on for a second, I do want to. Let me read some quotes from the movie, okay? Because there are some fun little cheesy quotes in it. I say cheesy in a good way, not in a bad way. Sometimes cheesiness can be fun. You know the funny thing about Morphin, you don't appreciate it till you can't do it no more. Well, pack your bags, because you're worse than you back right where you came from. Gee, a teenager with a big mouth. Not much has changed in 6,000 years. You obviously don't know how you're dealing with Mr. Ratzenhead, really? Yeah, but we're the Power Rangers. Ooh, where's my autograph book? Haha. Power Rangers, so someone's still using a bunch of kids to do the dirty work. Well, me and my kids. Here comes the cute little pink ranger to the rescue. Oh, you think she's cute too, huh? Adam, what is wrong? I'm a frog. Yes, a frog, like one that you kissed, and she gives him a kiss on the head. 6 years ago, a legendary dimensional being known as Zordon came to the city of Angel Grove to establish a command center for his never-ending struggle against evil. With the aid of his trusted assistant, this is like the narration at the beginning, Alpha 5 and the notable Master Solid 6, extraordinary teenagers and give them power to transform into a superhuman fighting force in time of great need. The young heroes can use their power to call upon assault vehicles known as swords. The identity of the 6 remained a guard secret. Today, that tradition continues. What is the oddest strange? Smells like teenagers. We got them now, boss. Touch me again, you'll be chicken wings in the morning. Take them over the war is one thing. Finding good help is a runner for you. That's the killer. Would you like me to make a few calls? No need. I'm going to recruit the parents of Angel Grove. No offense, boss, but they might find you a little disgusting. Well, suppose you'll be the experts on that. You forget I'm a master of disguise. How could I forget? I never knew. First of all, I'll turn them into zombies, then order them to dig up my army. Oh, how are you going to do that? By showing them the wonders of the wicked with a little bit of Ivan Ooze. Power Rangers. Broken Skull. You haven't changed, Ooze. You're still picking on creatures smaller than yourself. Oh, but it's stalking it, Zoe Z. 10 minutes out of the egg, and I'm going to listen to one of your lectures. You locked me up into the stuffy little hyperlock chamber and tossed me away into the depths like yesterday's trash. Do you have any idea what it's like being locked up in a rotten egg for 6,000 years? It's boring. Not to mention I had a Charlie horse since the residence. You want to get away with this, Ooze. You robbed me in my prime. I was a supreme ruler, the most valiant ruler of the universe, and now it's time to pay the piper. Zordon, you can't leave us. Ever since you came to our lives, you've been like your father to us all. What? You spent 2,000 years looking for a tip of snot? Patience from our mouth. Watch. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ooze is back. He's so handsome. Why, thank you. Do you recall the name Zordon and Eldred? I think he's heard. Let's do it, guys. Right. It's Morphin time. Triceratops? Now you have a choice. You either serve me or you can join these dingle dorks in here. Right here, you got us out of here. Don't listen to that purple burger. Don't you dare betray me. We never liked those dingle dorks in the first place. You said that they stink. Oh no, it's the Zords. Yeah, Zords. I'll crush them like roaches. You lose, you lose. Show your beaks. Now my team warriors will fly the biz, which, by the way, Ooze, Ivan destroys them for felling him. Anyway, this other course I'm going to read. So I thought I remember all of them, but I didn't grow up with this movie. Like I said, second time watching it. You know, it was a cheap hit. I think I got either some story out of that, but I forget. But it was pretty cheap. But to finish give my final opinion on this movie. Drink some water again. Yeah. So, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie. This is a fun, cheesy movie. Yeah, it is totally meant for a younger audience. I think that's what Power Rangers is. Totally meant for kids. But if you grew up watching it and you still enjoy it, that's cool. Like I said, I'm not a diehard Power Ranger fan. I know my guy I knew in school, Blake, who I knew back in elementary school. I believe he was a big fan of Power Rangers. I'm not sure, but I do believe that he was, because I do remember I watched Power Rangers as a kid a little bit, and I've seen SPD too. I remember liking that. But Power Rangers, it can be cheesy fun, and this is cheesy, but it's fun. It's a hilarious movie. It does feel like a common with Power Rangers. It does, yeah. And Power Rangers, I would consider, they're superheroes, yeah. So this counts for a superhero marathon. And as for the sequel, more on that later. Did not. I hate the sequel, which that'll probably be a rant coming up sometime. Anyway, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie. This is fun though. It is really entertaining. I definitely recommend it if you've never seen it. But if you're not a diehard Power Rangers fan, you might not like it. But if you're a casual Power Rangers fan, I guess you say like me, you might get some enjoyment out of it. Just don't take the movie so seriously, But now what I like about it, I do like the story. I do like the Ranger suits. I do think the suits are cool. When the action is there, it's good. The story, I like Ivan Ooze. Paul Freeman does a good job. He's over the top and silly, but he has fun. I don't like his makeup and stuff. His makeup's really good. And some of the CGI special effects are good here. For the Zordons and Ivan's monsters, some of the CGI there is a little dated, especially as like the scenes are like nighttime. It's nighttime, so I do think some of the CGI is dated. In my opinion, it's not. I'm not saying it's like the worst CGI ever. No, I've seen. Oh, it's not. I could watch this again. I keep on saying this in some videos. But I could watch this over some of Sony superhero movies like Morpheus. I could watch this over Morpheus or Madam Web. I'd rather watch this over those. But that's just me personally. All over the sequel, all over the 2017 Power Rangers movies. But that's just me. Because why? Because I think this is the most fun. It's cheesy. It's corny. I love seeing them skydive in the beginning. And they're doing it for a good cause, which is okay. It's not that big a deal, but it's still fun to watch. And the kid Fred, I thought Fred was good. I didn't find him annoying. They don't make him a Power Ranger like they did in the second movie. Even though Power Rangers aimed toward a younger audience, like for kids, a kid should not be a Power Ranger. No. Teenagers. The Power Rangers are teenagers. Keep them as teenagers. It's silly to have them Morphin grow into a full-grown teenager or grown man almost. It looks very silly and stupid like that. But they don't do it here, thankfully. They're all grown. And I thought all the actors were good. I'm sure the original Rangers from the show are better. Yeah, they probably would have been. But again, I've never seen that show. But I do think Jason David Frank does good. I think Amy Jo Jones, she's my favorite Ranger in the movie. She's so cute. She's cute. She's a gorgeous lady. Yeah, she is great in here. Yeah. But I thought the editing was good. The action scenes, the hand-to-hand combat action scenes are good. I did have some of the issues with the pacing a little bit. I felt like the pacing was a little slow at times. Yeah. But the music too, I do like, go Power Rangers. That build the excitement up in you. If you're a diehard Power Rangers fan, and when you hear that music, I'm sure when you were a kid, you heard that music in this movie, that got you excited. But my only complaints, okay, first of all, the CGI, some of the CGI does not age well. Some of the CGI, when Ivan Ooze using it, it's good CGI, and the makeup on him was great. So some of the CGI is good, but toward the end, the climax of the movie, when their Ninja Turtles are fighting the monsters, Uwen's army, and Uwen himself, it just looks like really bad dated CGI, in my opinion. It's very dated. I does not love. Not a fan of Bulk and Skulk as characters. They can't be ignored, but in here they're not in this movie a whole lot. They're idiots, but they're supposed to be. But you could have done. Some of the dialogue is a little over the top and very cheesy, but some of it was fun and some of it kind of just like okay. But again, I'm okay with it. It's Power Rangers, so what am I expecting? You can have a little fun with it. Yeah. Even though I'm like, why didn't they just morph in the first place? And when they morphed, his men, Ivan's henchmen just run. Why do they need to do that? You got like a full big army ready to fight them. Why do you need to run from them? But the Power Rangers fighting them, that was cool. The action scenes were really good. It's just sadly short-lived when they lose their powers. I'm like, really? But I get it. They're trying to tell a story about, that they're Power Rangers even still without their suits. I get the point of the message. And that's what makes the story good, though, that they're just, I do like that they're trying to find this new power, and the actress who played Tequila in it, she's good, she's gorgeous. Yeah. And it's only 96 minutes long. It's a very short movie, goes by at a good pace, didn't bore me one time at all. Yeah. Just some of the pacing issues, but I get it, it's trying to tell a story. Ivan Ooze is a great villain in my opinion, I thought he was a really good villain. It's a fun movie. For what it is, it's a fun, cheesy superhero movie, full of awesome cheesiness, and it's an awesome movie. It's fun. Power Rangers, sample for kids, I know that. Definitely with children, though. Definitely buy Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We would love to check out the show, too. I definitely recommend it. If you grew up watching Power Rangers, and you might not even like it no more, then maybe this review will, get you want to watch it again. But, I definitely recommend it. But avoid Turbo Power Rangers movie. And I would say avoid the 2017 movie. And just stick with this one. This is the only Power Rangers movie that says you're worth a damn, in my opinion. The rest of them just, no. Anyway. I don't know what I can say about it, but my rating for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, good movie, is 4 to 5 stars and a thumbs up. Thumbs up. And my rating for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, is 4 to 5 stars and a thumbs up. So guys, tell me in the comments down below Did you grow up watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the show? I didn't. Are you a diehard Power Rangers fan? Did you grow up watching the series? Did you grow up watching this movie or the sequel? Have you seen the 2017 movie? Are you a Power Rangers fan? And who's your favorite Ranger? Okay, I'll admit, probably mine is Tommy, the White Ranger. But my second favorite, I think the one I have the most crush on is Kimberly. I think a lot of people like her. Amy Jo Johnson, she's still gorgeous though. Still my favorite, still the best Pink Ranger, in my opinion. Yeah. But that's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, fun film. Or probably Billy. Yeah, I like the Blue Ranger because blue is my favorite color. Yeah. And some good action scenes in here too. So it's entertaining enough. You know. It's kind of a fun B cheesy superhero movie. That's how I would describe it. Kind of a B movie, if you will. But it's a lot of fun to watch. So 4 out of 5 stars and a thumbs up for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Fun movie. I highly recommend it. If you're a Power Rangers fan, you just want to watch a superhero film, then definitely check this out. It's only 96 minutes long, 95 minutes long. It's a short movie. It won't take much of your time. Yeah. Because on October Power Rangers movie actually has a good story and a good villain, unlike the sequel. But anyway, more on that sometime down later. For the next review, guys, this was in June. Now, I've already reviewed Batman Forever, like I said, and Dark Knight 2, Return of the Brand. So the last 1995 superhero movie for the day, probably later tonight, for the next review. So stay tuned for tonight. From Joan Severance. I remember she was in Hear No Evil, See No Evil, whatever the hell, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, with Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. But this is another superhero movie from 1995, and this is a film called Black Scorpion. Yeah. Which is another rated R, this is another female superhero movie, and it's rated R. So, yeah. So stay tuned for another female superhero review today, which is a Black Scorpion. Oh, she looks sexy, doesn't she? But that's Black Scorpion. Starring Jonah Sabranas, Justice as a Nasty Sting. So this will be next. Stay tuned for that. So guys, tell me what you think about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie down below. And again, my rating for this film is 4 out of 5 stars and a thumbs up. And I look forward to my next review today for my last 1995 superhero movie. That will be Black Scorpion, starring Jonah Sabranas. So stay tuned for that. Let me know in the thumbs down below what you think of it. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and please share my channel with your friends, your family. I do appreciate it. I highly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for that. Alright, well, have a good day, good night, wherever you're at. And stay tuned for my review for Black Scorpion, where we're going to end up getting a nasty sting. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you. It's Morphin time. I can't do it right.